30 days with us. We will cover each and every topic in this particular training. So I'm trying to create as much as things for you, and with the in-depth knowledge of each and everything, because if you want to crack the Microsoft Power BI certification, then you must have the knowledge of each and everything that it needs. Okay, as well as I'm creating some case studies also for you, so that you can work on those case studies and easily you will get the insights from those things. Okay, uh, just a second. Okay, so that will be the thing. Okay, so let's start with it and see what are the things that we need to get into it. Okay, all these materials will be available on my GitHub that I already shared with you, right? So as we already discussed that there are 4 modules in our Power BI. Okay, so just a second, let me close one thing. Yes, so these 4 modules have this particular divisions that you can understand that, okay, you need 700 marks in your exam, and you need to crack it. So as in this particular slide, I combined it with PMVD. So what is this PMVD? That is prepare your data, model your data, visualize your data, and then finally deploy it. Okay, so this is also the workflow, how you will prepare your project. Okay, whenever you have any project with you, what you will do, first of all, you have to prepare your data, it from where you will get the data, what will be the servers from where you are getting the data, either it is in Excel, either it is in SQL servers, Azure, Google Drives, and wherever be the data is, right? So the first part of your module says to prepare your data. Okay, this have 25 to 30% weightage in the examination also. Okay, so there are 3 subtopics into it, and I also share the complete. Let me share my whole screen first. So just a second, so I can share you that where is the data available and how it will going on. Okay, so my GitHub account, let me get to my GitHub account over here, that is PL100. Let me share this link again into your chat box, so you will get it here. I shared you the link also in chat box. So here you will find Power BI training module. This is your complete curriculum that covers in it. Okay, let's check it. I already have it on my desktop, so let me show you that particular course here. Okay, so you can check by yourself also that where we are now, right? So this is our first module. I will talk about the first module only right now. Okay, so just go through it, that prepare the data, then get data from data sources, clean the data, and transform and load the data. So if you will check the sequence also, that our domain, prepare the data. So what is the task that you need to perform while preparing your data? Okay, so what you need, get data from data source. This is the way through which you will connect your data, right? So that you can work on it, you can understand your data, right? Then once you will get your data, what you need to do, you need to check your data, either it is uh, as per your requirement or not. If it is not as per your requirement, you need to clean that data, because see, there are a lot of mistakes, or you can say there are a lot of things that you need as per your requirements. The problem that you are finding the solution for that is having its own requirements. Say there are only manufacturing cost and or you can say the sales price you have and the total discount given is there. So if you need to find out what is the total maximum retail price of that product, that is not given in your data, but you need it into your analysis, then you need to create that column that is not in your data source or in your data. So a lot of things are there while going into the clean the data, right? Then after cleaning your data, you load it for your analysis, right? That's the part which is included in your prepare the data. Complete process, the same process you work for your project also, right? So get data, then clean the data, then transform and load the data in your Power BI. We will go through a simple and short small example today. In that, I will show you that how you can perform these 3 steps. Okay. Then from tomorrow, we will get one by one, that one day this one, second day this particular part, and third day this complete module. Okay. So when we will start any domain, that is domain first, we will take one example, and in a short form, we will go through all these steps so that you will understand that this is the scenario according to which you have to perform various functions, various tasks you have to perform, right? Then if you will see in module 2, model the data. Again, I am not going into the detail of this module right now, but when you will observe it, you will see that these are the steps that you need to follow again in modeling your data, right? So there are n possibilities. Say, I will take the example of get data from the data source. So these steps, any one of them, you can select to get your data. So these are the possibilities that you can use in your data, getting your data from data source. Similarly, it is possible that only those things which are null means no entries. So your data can be cleaned by just removing those null values. Then you don't need to go with all these functions. You just need to remove the null values. Your work is completed with the clean data. So these are the possibilities. But to clear our exam, we need to go through each and every possibilities one by one, right? So today, what we are doing, we are going through this complete module, and we will take an example. Okay, then we will upload it, clean that, and then transform that into our Power BI. Okay. So what is our first requirement? Let me know in chat box that what is your first requirement while preparing the data. Just go to my GitHub, download this curriculum, and have a track on it. That okay, this part is completed and this part is completed. This is the thing that we need to do. Just make a options over here. Increase the table size. Okay, and say training and say practice, right? So what you need to do, if you completed, if the particular module is completed in training, say yes. And if you done the practice of that also, say yes. Okay, and put it here remark. If you have any doubt, just write it over here that yes, in this topic I have this doubt. And in a week we will take one session of doubts, and we will clear all those doubts that day. Okay, we will decide it once this module is completed. Okay, or this particular subtopic or subcategory is completed. Okay, just prepare it for your track, right? Because see, business intelligence says that you have a proper track on your tasks. If you have a proper track on your task, you will not uh, get into the wrong direction. Okay, and this module is created in such a way, in such a manner, that if you will follow step by step, you will learn how to handle a complete project also. Okay, so what is our first requirement? I need from all of you that what is your first requirement while getting into it. We are starting the domain first, that is prepare the data. And what is our first requirement? Just write it into chat box. Is that the Power BI? Is that the Excel? Or what you need when you are starting any project? Data source. Somehow correct. Data, Sandeep, you are right. That's right. Data should be available. Right. Exactly. So from where we are getting our data? Right now, for practice purpose, let's explore some places where we can get our data for visualization. Okay. So let's get into, yes, Mayur, from Kaggle we can get our data. Okay. So let's get into the browser here. Cancel this one and open. Just prepare an account on Kaggle also. Okay, so that's the thing. Just open your Kaggle and prepare an account on it. Okay, and I will also use the sign in with Google. I have an account with this one. Yes, so just create a profile on Google, this one Kaggle, and you can log in using your Gmail account also, right? Now here you will find that there are several options over here. Why I am saying you to prepare a account on Kaggle? Because we need to showcase our skills to the experts, to those who are into the same field. We need to create a community with them. We are making a bonds with them. We are making a relationships with them. How they will know you, that who are you, what you are working, right? So here you will find that this particular profile will be created with you. When you click on this one, you will find that there are several steps or several grades, several rankings on Kaggle also. As you will go through different things of Kaggle, you will get badges, you will get certifications and all these things along with it. You can go with the competitions. So it gives you some rank. As higher the rank you have, you will get noticed with these experts, right? Different things are given here. You can analyze yourself that what you need to be in this particular category. Okay, now our main motive to having on Kaggle right now is to get our data sets. In the left side you will see create. You can create different data sets, different things into it. Okay, so after that you have the home tab. This is for whatever you are doing. The competitions, Over here you can submit the competitions, and just for your practice purpose also you can find a lot of things in these competitions. Okay, then we have the data sets. A lot of data sets are available here. You can get any type of data sets from here, right? The domain that you suits, like in healthcare, in e-commerce, in finance sector, in any visualizations, in entertainment sector, whatever, in sports, whatever, you can get into it, right? So now what you need to do, you need to download a data set. The very usual, or you can say the very mostly used data set is your superstore data set. But I will suggest go with the global superstore data set. I'm sharing the link into chat box also. It have a variety that can be suits with your all requirements. Okay. After that, this is just for the example we are taking today to complete a overview of first module. Okay. First domain. So after that, we will take a big data from Kaggle and some other sites, and then we will use those data sets for our analysis. Okay. So just click on download from here. Let me save it on my desktop. Download it. It's in a zip file. It will be in a archive.zip file. Okay. So just open this. This is over here. Just extract all. It will create a file, that this one. You got two files over here. If you will check, one is CSV file and another is your normal worksheet. Okay. Now let's get back to our Power BI. Let's start our Power BI and see one by one these functions. Let me open it. Yes, it's opening. So in detail also we can see our PowerPoint, that is, this is your complete distribution. Okay. And in first module also, what we will do 4 projects along with it. Okay. And in these projects, you have to select a data set from online platform, that from healthcare, in e-commerce, in finance, and one in our education sector. Okay. These 4 projects we have to do with module first. Okay. Now let's back to our Power BI. Here, when it open, here you will get data and recent sources, right? These are the resources that I just used. So that's why it is showing me, otherwise it will not show anything over here. Okay. So let's close it and explore the first thing. That is, our first thing is to get data from data source. Okay. So just explore our data first, that from where we can import our data. One by one, each and everything that is in front of you will be explored. So I'm not going with the interface of Power BI right now. Okay. Because our focus is now on the get data from the data sources. So first thing is first, let's explore what are the data sources Power BI gives us to import. Okay. So here, when you comes, you have some tabs, that is home, insert, modeling, view, and help, right? From the home tab, you will find that there is a clipboard that is same as in Microsoft Excel as well as Microsoft Word also. Second thing is your data, right? Third thing is queries, insert, calculation, sensitivity, and share. Our focus is on data. Okay. So here is the recent sources that you are using. So more or less, you can say last open files. Okay. Now Here you can say data hub, you have SQL servers, you can enter data directly into it also. Okay. Excel workbook directly you can insert, it gives you a shortcut. Now here you will see get data, common data sources. Here is some limited list over here. So let's explore it from the more option. Yes, here you will see a lot of data sources available in Power BI while you are working with it, right? So here, let's explore it one by one and see what are the different type of data sources it is offering us. Click on file one, okay? Excel workbook. Directly you can import the Excel workbook here. Text or CSV. It means your CSV file, comma separated files you can import in it. XML files directly, your web files you can import into it. JSON files, these are very important files nowadays, which are used in almost each and every data collection websites. Okay, because most of your data which you are collecting from the websites will be in JSON format. Okay, so you need to understand that how to extract this and how to import JSON files also. We will take this session tomorrow, but today we will see the exploration of it directly. If you need that, I have a folder which contains many files that I need to import into it, so you can directly import it like folder. Okay, PDF file you can import and then you can extract it, right? And there are more options in database. Let's export the database. Database, it means your servers. Okay, SQL Server, Access, SQL, Oracle, IBM options, MySQL database, PostgreSQL database. So most of the SQL servers are available on it, or you can say all the SQL servers are available on it. Nowadays, SAP servers are also working, where different portals you have these SAP servers with you, so you can work on these SAP servers, which are nowadays very important tool, right, for your analysis. This is most of the time these are also for business intelligence tools and gives great solutions for it, right? And as well as SaaS softwares are also available, which are for analytics and artificial intelligence. Okay, so those SAP also available. Amazon offers, right? Google BigQueries and Amazon BI, and this one. So a lot of MariaDB also available into it, and these are the servers from where you can connect your data directly to your Power BI. So a lot of server options are available in it. I don't think that there are any other servers which is remaining out of it, right? Then Power Platform. This is its own Power Platform, which is as a cloud services, right? So from there, directly from the cloud services of Power BI, you can connect your data. Okay, and very important thing which is with your Power BI, that is it gives you to connect directly with the Azure system. If you are not working with the Power BI, you have to purchase these Azure servers or Azure cloud servers, right? But over here in Power BI, with almost 70% of features of Azure are available in to connect with it. Okay, and more options are available, that is Hadoop systems and Azure HD inside Spark, which you are well known that Spark is also there to deal with the big data, right? And online services. Let's explore the online services also. I will take some well-known names, that is Azure DevOps, Salesforce, Google Analytics. right? Data.world. This is the biggest platform where you get a lot of data, right? And GitHub, directly you can get your data from the GitHub also. And if you are into sales of LinkedIn, then you can connect your data directly to the LinkedIn, right? So again, a lot of options with a lot of variety, right? Because it's Microsoft. They have a lot of options that can be connected directly within it, right? Now, if you don't find your options in these file database platforms as your online services, then even you can have the option with the other Spark, Hive, Hadoop, Exchange, your OData feed, then web directly web, even the R language script directly you can insert into it. Python scripts also you can directly into it. Open data source also you can insert into it. And then a lot of more options that are open sources. Okay. Directly Google Sheets you can insert into it. Like, so whatever you have that in the, if that is a data in any format, you can insert it into your Power BI. So it gives you a big area, a very wide area, that there is no possibility that you can't insert your data into Power BI, right? Because that's the biggest issue when you are dealing with any project, that in what format, on what server your client have their data, right? Even if you are working with it, what server you are selecting, right? Sometimes you say that I will only select the open source, right, servers or data sources. So that can be anything, because as the data world is growing, the data sources platforms are also developing. There are a lot of things, and with every new update of Power BI, new data sources are also adding. Okay, we will start with the simplest thing, that is your Excel workbook, and you will find 50% of your data in Excel format only. Most of you will think that how it is possible that 50% data is available in Excel only. So the logic is behind this is that the category of industries is divided into three parts: small scale, medium scale, and large scale, right? If you will observe, most of the companies or most of the industries belongs to small scale. In small scale, your startups are also included, right? So they don't have a long experience with them, right? They have the data of 3 years, 4 years, 5 years maximum, right? And they have a limited products with them. Say a company is there, company A, that have only 5 products that they are manufacturing. So overall categories are 5 only, right? And they have limitations with them of limited sales and all those things. So they don't have a large data with them. They need analysis. So when they share their data are easily stored in your Excel formats. Okay, that's why most of the data will be available in Excel only, right? So if you are having expertise in Excel resources, then you can handle almost 50 to 60% of your projects very easily. Okay, then after you need in-depth knowledge of these resources, right? So let's get to the first data, that is Excel workbook. Just select this one and click on connect. Okay, when you click on connect, it says that where is your data? Just explore that. So it is in archive. We have our data over here. Okay. When I double click it, I am selecting it. It will get open in this format. Okay. This pop-up window will be there as a navigation option, navigation. Okay. So here, what you need to do, you need to select the sheet, at which sheet you want to import in Power BI. If you have multiple sheets, you can select multiple sheets also. Okay. So I selected sheet number 1. Then there is 2 options available here, right? One is to load the data directly and to transform the data, or you can cancel it. So let's load it and then we will see, or just transform the data and explore what is in the transform data. It is a new part for you also. So when I clicked on transform data, it is opened in Power BI Power Query Editor, right? Here, this is the place which we exploring is Power Query Editor, right? Here you transform your data, you clean your data, you manipulate your data, you updates your data, right? So here, just explore the tabs, that is transform. You have different options with you directly from here. You can also import your R scripts and your Python scripts, mathematical calculations for your columns, your different text columns also you can work with it, right? Splitting your data, different formats you can change from it. You can extract a particular format from it directly, the length, first character, last character, the range between decimals, after decimals. So you don't need to write different formulas and to remember the different formulas for a data transformation. You have a lot of options over here only. Okay. And any column option also you have renaming, pivot table, convert to list, like this. Okay. Transform, it means just changing rows into the columns, right? To add a new column, you can use this one. Numbers, text, date and time format, like this. Okay. In view also you have monospaced, like this. If you remove this one, the format is changed. Column quantity, it will show you, like in Kaggle also it shows you that how many errors are there, is there any empty data available there, empty files are available there. So 100% valid data is in our data file. So no blank file, no empty columns are there. In postal codes as well, we have 80% of blank files, but postal code will not impact our analysis, so we will left it as it is. We will explore like this and we will found that yes, all the other data is correct. We don't need any removing the blank files. Okay, or you can say the null values. Column distribution, how it is distributed, this, right? So how many unique values you have. By this you can identify that which line have a unique values into it. So see, 100% distinct values, all the values are unique. It means each row can be identified with its row ID. Okay, each row have its unique row ID, right? So in ordered ID, you can see there are 955 order IDs which are distinct, and out of that 914 are unique. Okay. Similarly, you can observe the remaining also. 4 distinct values are there. Shipping mode, it means there are total 4 type of values are there in it, right? Now I will move on to the segments. There are 3 segments. There are 615 cities we have, countries 92, and 34 unique values. right? Like this, you can observe into it. So here also in shipping cost also, there are a lot of unique values. Okay. So discount also, you can see there are only 5% unique values which are greater than 1% of it. Okay. So this is how you can identify that either your data having any error, having any null values like that, so that you can clean that data. This is the profiles. Here you can see all the details, the average value, the standard deviation of each and every column, whichever you will select, like this, right? Here the range also that you can see into here, that this is the minimum date and that's the maximum date, right? So shipping dates also, you can see the first date and the last date. Directly you can get it from here, right? So that's the power of view that you can observe in your first observations. And different tools, you can start diagnosis and what are the diagnosis steps you want to follow, and again the help section. In this data, we don't need to make any corrections, any clean our data we don't need. So we just go back and upload it. So in this way, you can see in right side also, sheet have name sheet 1 that you can rename also from here, and in applied steps, source, navigation, promoted headers, and change the data type. So if you see, this is our source, main source from where we are getting our data, right? Then the navigation, this one, this is the detailed data. This is in first row, you can see the headers. So Power BI by default promoted it to the headers. As it promoted to the header, the first row, it allows to make it into the different data types also. So he's changed the data type as this one, right? So right now we don't need to go further for it. We just need to upload it into our system of Power BI. So in Home tab, very left corner, you will find Close and Apply option. Okay, so just click on that. It will start applying your changes or applying your data into it, right? This is how your data looks like over here in right side in fields. Okay, these are all the column names you have, right? And if you again want to go back to the query tab and you say I need to update any data, so just right click on the sheet and get it from the edit query tab, right? Click on query tab, you will be back to the Power Query tab and you can edit it. And the one more very benefit with your Power BI is the changes that you are doing will not impact your main data or your main file. Say, I don't want to change the data types, right? I just cancel it. It will be back to the previous one, right? So that's the thing you can do into it, right? So I don't need to apply it and just close it, right? Discard changes. Okay, so the data types is permitted over here. Now just explore this one. What is our steps with the have? We need to get the data. So these are the options we have. So identify and connect to a data source. We identified our data source and connected it with our Excel files. Change data source settings, including credentials, privacy level, and data source locations. And a shared data set or create a local data sets. Choose between direct query import and dual mode. Change the value in the parameter. So all this will be explored in our next session. We will just see that how to create our first visualization and how we can create visualizations into it. right? So that we can aware about our data. So the first one, these are known as your views, right? These three tabs in left side, you will see there are three tabs. These all are known as your views. Remember this thing. First one is your report, which is just in front of you in the form of blank sheet. Second one is your data. If you will click on the data, it will show you the complete data that you have, or whatever you have selected over here in the right side data files. Okay, this is the preview of your data. When you scroll it, it shows you how many rows are available in it. 51,290 rows are available in it. Okay, we will also explore this model section. If you will click on it, it will show you the only one sheet that we have right now. But in future, in tomorrow's session, we will create these relations also with multiple files, right? So right now, just click on the reports and we will create two charts today. Okay, one by one, and you will explore each and every chart from it. You can do by yourself also. So this just importing data from the data sources, or just say prepare the data. We just prepared our data and just look into it how we can make it as a visualized data. So here in visualization, you will find various options into it, that there are a lot of templates available with us. Go more visuals, you can import visual from the file and you can get more visuals also. Okay, so here are some bar charts, some line charts available, different formats, scatter plots, pie charts, maps, and different formats. From R and Python also directly you can insert from here also. So let's explore one scattered bar chart. This is a simple bar chart you have. Okay, this is a simple format. Now, how will I create my chart? I need to select my data, right? And I need to select my column, which I need to explore. So for a bar chart, right? For a bar chart, you need one data. Let's say the sales. So just click on the sales, right? This is the total sales bar you are having. Okay. So now I need to categorize this data, right? Uh, I shared the data file. Ahmed, I shared a link to you from the Kaggle. You need to get it from the Kaggle. Okay, I shared the link again. So just get it from there. You need to create your uh, profile also on Kaggle. Okay, that's why I'm not providing the data here, because after these sessions, you don't need to depend on anyone to get your data. That's why I provided a resource from where you can get your data, and as well as you can get any other data also for your practice purpose. Okay, so now I need to categorize my data. Okay, so let's take up the category, select the category, take on the category. There are three categories available here. Let me minimize this one. Okay, so there are three categories: technology, furniture, and office supplies. If you say that instead of category, let's say subcategory, it will look like this, and this one. Let me change this subcategory into x-axis like this. Okay, so here just below this visualization templates, you'll find that what you need to be on x-axis, what you need to be on y-axis. And these legends are to highlight your things, right? If I drag and drop this category into the legend, see, there are three different types: furniture, office supplies, and technologies. So this is categorized according to the colors, different type of categories, right? Now you will have a good look of your data and you can classify it very easily. The second thing you will say that uh, I am not getting that how much data it is. I need to put a value on it, right? So just get to the second option in your visualization bar, click on this one, format your visuals. You will find various options here. So just get to the total labels. On it, you will find a data on this all bars, right? And in analysis, you will see a constant line options also only in this one. So that's on 0 only. So we don't need to insert any constant line into it, right? So in general also, you will find various options, right? And in this one, you will find like this, okay? If you say that, okay, I don't want this chart, I want to draw a line chart of it from it, right? So if you will click on line chart, it will look like this. You will click on some other chart, it will be converted into that, like this one, right? So you can work with it. This is the in a tabulated format, right? In a color tabulated and this differentiated tabulated format, right? In this, keep performing because this is not available right now. And this one, right? So you can change the visualizations at any point, any time, with just clicking on the other template, right? This is the basic that we are created into it, right? So this is how you created it, right? And now if you want to publish it, just either save it or just just save it. Say I will saving it on desktop. Say Power BI underscore day 2. Okay, save it. See, from the untitled, it is converted into Power BI day 2. Okay, you can save this project or this file in your offline system. Then you can share it with anyone, right? So when you click on publish also, it will say you to enter your email ID, right? So on Power BI platform, online Power BI, you have your own ID or profile over there also. If you need to publish it on that particular website, okay, it will open you the login options on Power BI, right? So let's open it. Authentication complete. You can return to the application. Feel free to close this tab. Just a second. Let me hide the floating. Yes. Now it is published on my platform right here. Select the destination, my workplace. So you can now select where you want to save it like this. Your search didn't make any entries. So my workplace. Okay. Click on next. This is how you publish your work on Power BI online platform. See, got it? Open this in BI, get quick insights, open this in Power BI. Directly, your visualizations will be shared to anyone. Okay, from here, you can share it by free. So you can share a quick link to anyone, anywhere you want to share, right? So like this, you have the insights of it. Okay, so either we have visualizations, either we have anything, you can import here directly. Chat and Teams also available, so you can uh, you don't need to take any what I can say screenshot of it. You can directly can give the access to this in your visualizations. Fit to page, This is fit on page, and you can export it anywhere, analyze in Excel, directly in PowerPoints, in PDF formats, you can import it, right? Over here, you can bookmark it, and here in view also, if you will want to see in full screen like this, it will work. It will work in the same way as it works in Power BI. So this is the option that Power BI just introduced just before 15 days. Okay, that you can easily share your visualizations to anyone like this, and you can represent these visualizations directly from here. Say you have 5 charts into it, okay, and you are giving the presentation. So let's say full screen, see page number 1. You can move ahead with different pages also if you have multiple pages. Okay, so that's the thing, how you connected with Power BI online and publish your data, and you shared your data. This is a small overview of this Power BI. So, and this is the basic. Creating charts will not consume time of yours, but what type of insight you want to get from the data, that impacts, that consumes time to think in critical thinkings, right? So as we will move on with different topics in our domains, we will see a different type of charts also. So this was just an introduction of this platform, that how you can get summarized data in the form of visualizations using Power BI. As I shown you, this data contains more than 50,000 rows in it, but within a seconds, it compiles, it summarizes your complete data in a bar chart, right? Here you can analyze that fonts have the maximum sales, whereas labels have the minimum sales, right? So that's the thing that you have, okay? So that's all for today's session, and we will explore one by one topic from tomorrow, and we will see that we will use different platforms, different sources of data also. Okay, we will connect our SQL servers also with it tomorrow, so that you can understand that these are the things how you can connect your different servers. A remote server is, if they're available, then how to connect with it, right? So on WhatsApp group also, you have all those peoples. If you have the SQL servers with you, you can share the credentials tomorrow in chat. So I will share it with all of you, and you can connect those servers directly from your remote systems. Okay, that will be in a community learnings, right? Talat, thank you so much, Kunal. So if you have any doubt, we worked with Hadoop. Yes, a little bit we will work with Hadoop also, because that deals with the big data. So it is again an important point that we need to deal with the big data. So with a few examples, not in detail, but with taking the Hadoop platform, we will work with the big data, extracting that big data. Okay. And as well as with the Azure platform also, we will take some examples and work on it. A complete review will be there. uh, which one? Kunal, which app you want? Power BI, I shared a link in into it. Just search it on Google, that download Power BI. Okay. And yesterday's day before yesterday video is also shared on YouTube. You can go through it, and there also you will find the link to download Power BI. Okay, so all the links are provided in your GitHub also. uh, the Excel file, Suganya money, let me check. on GitHub, Power BI, this one. Let me check on it. Power BI training module. It is available. You can download it now. Try to download it.
Yes, sir. I tried to download, but it's failing. It's not downloading actually. Can you share it in the WhatsApp group for us?
Okay, sure. Not
Yeah,
a big deal. Yes. Just let me share over here. Okay. Now chat. Let me share that file over here so you will get it. Just a second. It's just open. Let me close it first. I just shared that Excel file here. And for the meanwhile, the data set that we used, I am also sharing over here. Okay. So the first time you will get the Excel file here, and then after you have to get it from the Kaggle or the other sources that I will prepare for that. Because if I will give all the resources, you will not give the efforts to find the data. After these sessions, we will find the data that from where you will get to the data. At that time, you will face problems. Hope you understand the things. Okay. So anything else you need to know, anything that you are keen to ask me. Okay. So these projects, as I shown you in first module, we will do 4 projects also. Okay. Out of those four projects, I will explain you 2 projects, and as an assignment, you will submit another 2 projects. I will give you the complete scenario, the complete questionnaire, the complete process, that what you need to do, and you need to complete those projects. Okay, because those projects contains the things that are asked in the examination also.